Hey Libra, happy birthday! So you can apply your sun, moon, rising and Venus sign to this reading. This is your monthly for October 2019. Oh my god, the year has gone so quick. So what can you guys expect, Libra, for the month of October? How may Libras be feeling? Anything that Libras need to be aware of within the month of October? Libra, October. Ace of Swords. So some of you guys are finally seeing that you've been in this back and forth mindset. You've been in this back and forth feeling as though you kind of just been filling yourself with lies. You've been filling yourself with, little lies. It could even be something real small, but it's built up into something so much more because of the lies that you have told, because of the amount of the lies that you have told yourself. So in the month of October, you guys will be finally seeing the truth of a situation, the truth of how you feel, the truth of how another person feels for you. It's time to understand, Four of Wands, what it is that you really want with someone. I feel like relationships will be your main focus this month. Four of Wands, the main focus that you will have will be with someone else. Or with the people surrounding you, with the person that you want to be with, I feel like, you'll have a very open and direct conversation with someone that you really care about. And things will kind of like slowly try to make sense. Things will slowly make sense for you. And it's okay, because not everything needs to make sense in the beginning. But they will. Slowly. You've got the Three of Pentacles here. So it's like trying to juggle your emotions right now. It's trying to juggle how you feel, how you don't feel, what you should do, what you shouldn't do. It's a lot. It's a lot within the month of October, but the only way to really balance yourself is by coming to terms, Nine of Cups, with how you feel. Coming to terms with how you feel, and also acknowledging that it's okay to want different things, or it's okay to, change your mind. Because you guys tend to do that a lot, and that's okay. You're doing what works best for you. Now, I'm not saying the month of October is going to be amazing, but it's definitely going to be life-changing for you in the sense of you will realize what it is that you truly want. Six of Swords, and you will no longer feel stuck behind things that barricade you. You will no longer feel stuck between things that don't really matter or shouldn't really matter to you. You're like, do I move on? Do I continue in a relationship? Do I continue with the way that I'm doing things? Because right now I don't necessarily feel happy, but it's tying me over. It's giving me something. So what may you be stuck behind? What may be making you feel stuck? Is it the fact that you thought that you'd have a future with someone? You thought that you'd have a future with someone, and now things have taken a turn, and you're trying to juggle everything. You're trying to juggle your emotions, but really how you feel hasn't really been juggled the way that it needs to. There hasn't really been much emphasis on how you feel because you haven't been able to slow down. It's been constant, one after the other, one after the other, one after the other, and that's probably what's making you feel stuck. That's probably what's making you feel as though you can't move because you haven't been tending to yourself. And this month is all about tending to yourself, Libra. Because if you don't tend to yourself, how can you expect to receive the blessings that you so badly want? And some of you know this. Some of you know that, juggling everything isn't really going to help. Juggling everything isn't really going to give you what you need. 9 of Pentacles, what do you need, Libra? Self-care. You guys need to focus on what it is that you want. Or not even what it is that you want, what it is that you feel. What it is that you have been juggling, and why have you been juggling these things? Because you don't need to. You can just take a rest if you need to. You can take a break if you need to. You know what? I saw this, the world reversed. I saw this come out. Not even come out, but I saw this at the bottom of the deck and it's reappeared. So, the world reversed is an indication that you're just going round. Going round, going round, going round. And actually, you're not even going round in the sense of forwards. You're going backwards. And it's okay, because sometimes we need to go backwards in order to see the truth of certain things. Sometimes we need to reflect. Sometimes we need to ponder on certain things. But you're going backwards in the sense of thinking about what used to be and not being able to move forward. Okay, that makes sense now. So you guys are thinking about what used to be. You guys are thinking about, how did I get here? How did I get here? Because now I feel stuck. Now I feel as though I'm going back on myself. Now I feel as though I'm not making any moves that I need to make in order to progress. That's because you need to self-care. You need to give yourself that same self-care that you tell everyone else that they need to have. It's time to take your own advice. Take your own advice. Because you guys have been in constant celebration mode. You guys have been in constant, party mode, in constant, oh, everything's great mode. And then when you finally come back down to the surface, when you finally start realizing that actually not everything is the greatest, 10 of Swords reversed, not everything is the greatest because you've been deceiving yourself, that's when realization kicks in. And that's when you're like, actually, what I think that I wanted isn't what I actually wanted, or isn't what I actually needed at all. Like, you guys have gone past the stage of exhaustion. You guys are just going and going and going and going without realizing the detriment that it's causing to yourself. Don't get me wrong though, there will be many celebrations this month. And there will be many things that you're walking away from, 8 of Cups. There will be many things that you are walking away from because you know that it's not serving you. And relationships, again, will be your main factor, will be your main concern this month, I want to say. But that means you will be leaving some people behind, or someone behind. Because you know that if you continue to do the things that you're doing, it's all going to blow up in your face. Self-care. Nurture yourself. You may also have someone coming in with the Knight of Wands. Someone may be coming in. Once you leave something, someone may be coming in. Someone may be coming back from your past. Someone may be coming to tell you all of the things that they love about you. All of the things that they have recognized within you. They're coming to tell you that they love you and they want to be with you. And we can walk away from certain things that have happened, or we can move on from certain things that have happened, or you need to choose to move on and walk away from certain things that have happened because I want to start new with you. I want to start something with you. Something else with you. You guys will definitely have a few romantic moments this month. Great, that's what you need. But again, remembering that self-care comes first. Because it's funny, because we've got the Four of Wands, and then we've got the Nine of Pentacles, and then we've got the Knight of Wands. So what does that say to you? Because to me that says that in order to get this stable family relationship foundation that you want, you must focus on nurturing your inner needs, your inner self. And that's how you attract this particular thing. Because it's so close to you. But you've just been focusing on the wrong things. You've been focusing not on self-care. You've been focusing on, okay, what will pleasure my external self? Whether that be with jobs, partying, people. So someone wants to come in and sweep you off your damn feet. But I think the main thing that you have to question is whether you're ready. Whether you are ready. The High Priestess. Listen to your intuition. Follow your intuition. Because when it tells you something, do it. That's when you really need to do it. That's when you really need to listen to yourself. Because you've been told. And if you don't follow it, if you don't listen to it, then how do you expect to go anywhere? Three of Wands reversed. How do you expect to go anywhere? Literally. Speak how you feel, say how you feel, and mean it. Three of Wands reversed is an indication that you feel stuck. Your intuition tells you something, but do you follow through? Probably not. Why don't you listen to yourself? When you're being told that you need to look after yourself because of this exhaustion, because of the fact that you are balancing multiple things at once, listen to yourself. Because when you don't, that's when you continue to go in the same cycles. And that's when you continue to get nowhere. So who is this romantic person coming in that wants to give you the world? Death. Okay. This is definitely someone from your past. This is definitely something that you thought was over. This is something that you thought that actually, no, it can't happen again. But if you want it, if you really want it to happen again, this person is ready and willing. It just means transforming the relationship at hand. Because with death comes transformation in itself. And when you decide to transform, when you decide to take your own advice, that is when you're able to move on and move into something different. Move into something that you really want. So what is it that you really want? Because it seems to me that you don't really know. And the reason why you don't really know is because you haven't listened to yourself. You haven't given yourself the nurturing, the self-care that you need. So this month, give yourself that. If you don't want to go in the same cycles, if you want something to end, if you want to walk away from something without feeling trapped, without feeling stagnant, without feeling as though you're going against yourself, without feeling as though you aren't moving, something needs to end. A behavior pattern, a thought process, a feeling, a person, a situation, something needs to end here. And you need to learn to listen to yourself. Some of you will be tapping into yourself a whole lot more than what you have been. And that's perfect, because that is exactly what you need. And in Libra season, you guys will be able to flourish if you decide to really tap into yourself, because that is what you need. Gratitude. Sometimes it's hard to see the light when we are caught in the darkness. Be grateful for everything. Be grateful for even the painful times, even the hurtful times. Be grateful, because it's trying to show you a different direction. Someone may also be jealous of the things that you received this month. Someone's watching you and thinking, why them and not me? Be careful of this person in the background. Be careful. Look what we got on the top deck. Power. You can step into your own power this month easily. Even though it doesn't seem easy, because fear is what is holding you back. Fear of going within and listening to the intuition that has been calling your name. When you decide to embody the light that resides within, that is when it flourishes, and that is when power comes into place, because you are able to step into your own power if you choose to do so. Be grateful for the offerings and the things that come to you this month, because it's all to teach you a valuable lesson. Be grateful for the people around you, but also be mindful of the people that you keep around you, because some of them are trying to tear you down. And this is your season, so don't allow them to do that. Don't be afraid to step into your own power, Libra. I know at times it can be scary, because you think of the unknown and you're like, oh my God, what the fuck? But it's going to be okay. Take your own advice. Because you've been telling yourself the same thing for a while, but have you actually been doing it? Something needs to end in order for something else to begin. You can't keep going in the same cycles and the same patterns, especially if you're not happy internally. And I'm not even talking about externally. Like, externally, you guys are past the point of being exhausted. You guys are just done. And internally, you're like, you feel it, but do you do anything about it? Do you really take your own advice? Because you'd say the same thing to other people. Rest. Take care of yourself. So take your own advice, Libra. I love you guys. Again, happy motherfucking birthday. I hope you have an amazing season. Bask in it, enjoy it, embrace and embody your own divine power. And I will see you again next month. Love you guys loads.